everyone. Welcome to our first episode of What You're Reading Wednesdays. Even though we're apart, libraries are known for bringing people together. And one of the ways we come together is by discussing what we're reading and learning. I'd like to introduce you to a few of my fellow librarians. Mary!
Hi, I'm Mary. I work in information services. I've been there a long time. My favorite genre of books is historical fiction. And right now I'm reading Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier.
Fantastic. How's Tori today?
Hey, I'm Tori. I also work in information services. My favorite genre to read for the most part is contemporary fiction because of course it is. Heavy on the romance is what I prefer. I also like to read true crime, which is the complete opposite of that. And I also have been known to dabble into some biographies and memoirs and maybe some teen fiction. So there's not much I'll say no to. Book-wise.
That's great. Audrey?
Hi, I'm Audrey. I also work in information services. I read a lot of young adult fiction, and my favorite genre is probably urban fantasy, which are books with supernatural elements that take place in our current time.
Arnessa?
Hi guys, I'm Arnessa. I'm the Information Services Director at Grand Forks Public. My favorite genre is romance. It's Paris, because you know Paris is all about romance. France, probably move on to it.
All righty. Next we have Erin.
Hey guys, I'm Erin. I work in the Information Services Department as well. One of the newbies. It's a good time. I read mostly nonfiction. I guess I don't have quite the imagination to make some of those other books chug like they should, but like Tori, sometimes I like to dip into true crime, assuming it's not super recent or super gross.
And next we have Justine.
Hi, my name is Justine, and I work in information services, and I usually read graphic novels, manga, and I also enjoy fantasy and science fiction.
And last but certainly not least, we have Angie.
Hi everyone, I'm Angie. I'm the marketing director here at Grand Forks Public. Mary said she's been here many years, well I've been here a couple of months. So I prefer to read fiction and nonfiction. I kind of alternate between the two. I typically have several books going at once. And I would say if I had to pick one genre, probably more that self-help, junky, spiritual, nonfiction type of book.
So do most of the rest of you read more than one book at a time? I know I do sometimes.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
I usually have like a print book and an audiobook happening at the same time. And the audiobook is almost always my book club book.
Okay.
So.
And if I do it, it's audiobook, nonfiction, kind of like spiritual self-help, like Angie says. I like to read, I like to listen to that to get motivated. And then I'm usually reading like a fiction book. So yeah, that's about as good as it gets.
Do you guys always finish a book, or do you sometimes ditch it halfway if you're not liking it?
No, I'll DNF it if I'm not feeling it.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely dump it if it's not doing anything.
Life's
Too short.
Too short.
Yeah.
Too many books out there to read. So
I agree with Miss Mary on that one.
What are you reading during the current pandemic and why?
okay, I'm reading Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier because it was my March book club book, and I'm trying to finish it because we are going to meet virtually on Thursday evening. And I have read it previously, but it's been many years, so I am trying to get into it again.
Right now I'm reading The Butchering Art by Lindsay Fitzharris. It's a quasi-biography of Joseph Lister. I'm only a few chapters in here, so it's nothing crazy. But this is the guy who invented modern surgery by getting doctors to do things like sanitize their tools and wash their hands. So it's really gross and it's amazing. It's fun and it's topical, and I feel like I'm learning a lot, and it makes me so grateful to live in the world that I do today.
Justine, what are you reading during this pandemic?
I've been reading some volumes of the manga series Beastars by Itagaki Paru because the series has been recently adapted into an anime on Netflix.
Ooh.
A lot of people like to consider it as like a more mature Zootopia.
Is
Nice.
it still being published? Or
Yeah, it's still
written?
being, I think it's fairly new, so
Okay.
Have you
Hey.
watched the series on Netflix yet to go with the?
I did. I read the first volume, and then when we were in quarantine, they dropped the series, so I ended up binging it. And then I went back and I've been reading the manga now.
Oh, that's cool.
Tori, what are the benefits of reading? Tell me.
Well, for me right now, the benefits of reading is to feel like I'm escaping to anywhere but here at the moment. It's also a great way to learn in this time because you don't have as many resources available to you in the outside world. So you can get it all online or in books, or if you are into that sort of thing. Podcasts even.
I was going to say that I actually haven't been reading like anything during this time. I've only
Yeah.
been listening to podcasts and maybe some audiobooks, but I don't think I've finished an audiobook, but I have about
Audiobooks
4 or
count.
5
Mhm.
podcasts that I'm keeping up with. So
Yeah.
So like Audrey, I have been a bad reader lately too. I haven't really been focused on sitting down with a book, but I've been listening to podcasts. I really enjoy Brene Brown's new podcast. She's got a good one about first time doing things, and that's really what we're in right now in this pandemic.
Like for like right now, since we're working from home so much, like being so productive in my home, it feels weird to read here as well because I work at work and I'm productive at work. And then when I come home, I'm productive at home by reading. And so it just feels like if I'm reading, I'm just doing too much in the same place as far as like productivity goes, which probably sounds insane. But like once I like shut off from work and like want to just relax, usually reading does that for me. But right now it's just like I've done too much in one place. And so I kind of just want to like watch Netflix and be a pile.
That's part of the reason why, at least I'm lucky I have another room with a desk in it where I do my work at, instead of doing it in the living room on the couch or in the comfy chair. So I save that for reading and whatever else I want to do when I'm done working.
It could just be that what I'm reading right now isn't holding my attention.
I had that problem earlier last month. In January, I like slogged through a book that I'd been waiting for, and it was like an obligation by the end of it. By the time I was done, I was like, I didn't enjoy that. I felt like a job.
I'm kind of just wanting to like reach for something else right now, just to see if it's me or if it's the book I'm reading.
Break your rule. Read
I
2
know.
books at once. Yeah.
Try it.
Just to see.
So I just finished a graphic novel series because I do read those sometimes too. It was called Check Please by, I think her name is pronounced Ngozi Ukazu, but it was real good. Liked it a lot. So that was fun. The book I'm currently reading isn't really holding my interest as far as I can tell, so I think I'm going to start this one, Bringing Down the Duke by Evie Dunmore, which I just checked and it's available on Libby right now. No holds on the ebook. Go get it.
Maybe I will. That's all the time we have this week. Like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, stay home, take care, and tune in next week. We'll be here the same time, same place. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Wash your hands.
Yeah,
Yep,
wash your
stay
hands
safe.
and let us know what we should talk about next time.
Please.
Yeah, please. Please.